Hello there everybody. I am making this tutorial video kind of how-to, I'm not sure really how to call it. It is going to be kind of my makeup routine or how I do my makeup. I am doing this video because very often I get compliments on my makeup, on how nice it looks, and a lot of people ask me how I do my makeup. So instead of, standing there for like 10 minutes explaining everything that I do, I'd rather make a video and post it, and maybe they will see it, and maybe someone else who might be interested in learning some tips and tricks can also watch this and benefit from it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started and just go step by step on everything that I do on a daily basis for my makeup. I'm sorry, this is the camera, but I keep looking at the screen to make sure that I'm on focus. So I'm sorry if I keep looking down. I probably will. Sorry. So the first thing I am going to do is take my BB cream from CoverGirl. This is the cream that I use. I don't know if you can. Ooh, yeah, focus. So, okay, now that you've read that, hopefully. If not, I'll try to put it in the description bar below. So if I move too fast or if I don't say what a product is or something, I will just list it below and you can just read it instead of trying to catch it. It's kind of hard to see my face, but I'm putting it on. I'm trying to cover up the sun. I'm trying to use just some natural light. I'm sitting in front of my window, so I thought it would be a better lighting, but I guess not. I look really white now, but we will make this work. It's gonna be okay. So let me see, because if I do this, you can see it. Well, I can see it. I hope you can see it. So I'm just applying that all over my face evenly, making sure it's distributed, making sure it's blending with my skin, not leaving anything on top of it. I can't keep doing this the whole video. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. I actually put my foundation in little to-go containers, like travel jars. And I got this at Walmart. Give it a minute. There we go. It's a travel jar. I got these at Walmart. They come two for like 75 cents. So it's a pretty good deal. So I got a ton of them and I keep a bunch of stuff in them. Like some of them have like my foundation. So you can see my foundation in them. So I just pick it up with my finger and dab it on my face instead of having to lug around the big bottle. So usually I never have time to do my makeup at home, so I do it on the go. So I can't be carrying all my full sizes in my makeup bag. And now I'm just going to distribute that all over my face. I'm so sorry, this video is kind of sucking. You can't see my face. I'll play with it afterwards when I'm done. I hope you'll be able to see much better. Thoroughly put some on my eyelids as well. Okay, now that we're done with the foundation, we're going to move on to concealer. And I use the Hard Candy's Nobody's Perfect palette. Right there. And if you're wondering, let me let that focus for a second. This one right here is my skin tone, the one that matches perfectly with me. I'm pick up a little bit of that and just cover some stuff up. I actually can't see it, but I know where my little imperfections are, so that's good. Kind of. I don't need a mirror. And now I put on my primer. This is actually my eyeshadow primer, and it is a homemade primer. It's just in a little one of those containers. I made this myself. It is actually from a YouTube video that I was watching. This girl, she showed how to make it, and I made it myself because I didn't have any, and I needed some. So I just put a little teeny tiny bit. I cannot stress how small this teeny tiny dab is. I think if I get closer, you can see better. And you're just going to blend it all out. You're going to bring it all the way up to your eyebrows and all the way out. Meet from the corner of your eye to the corner of your eyebrow. And that's where you're going to stop. inside corner of your eye as well. Fully blend it and do that on the other side. Use very little. A little goes a long way. Like right now I put just a smidge too much, but that's okay. It'll dry. I'll let it dry for a second before I move on. Okay, we've got that down. Now that we got all basically the liquid stuff on our faces, we're gonna move on. And here I have some powder foundation. This is by NYC. This is their matte powder foundation. I can't show you the container because it broke, so I put it in a travel jar. Look at that. You can see that properly. It's in there. And I'm just going to apply that on my face. I'm using a little sponge. You can see that. That's the product in the center. I'm going to tap it on my face. I'm not going to like back and forth like I'm wiping the table. I'm going to tap it on. All over my face, even on my eyes. That is how I set the eyeshadow primer on. Nose. I like to bring it somewhat down to my neck. So, and then once I bring it down, I will rub the whole thing in. I want it to kind of set the foundation first, and then I want to give it kind of like a smooth finish. So. Okay, now we've got that powder foundation on top of our liquid foundation. Our makeup should last a lot longer. I'm trying to see if I do this, you can see the difference in my face. I should get an umbrella and put it in front of me. I'm just kidding, I won't do that. Now I'm going to set my whole face with some powder, and this is CoverGirl's Clean Oil Control Pressed Powder. Wait a second. This is in buff beige. The sun is like setting, so now it's like really bright, extra bright. Make it more weird. So now I'm just picking that up on to my sponge and applying that on a tapping motion as well. You can use this on a brush as well. It doesn't have to be like an applicator like I'm doing. Sometimes I use a brush, but like I forgot to pick it up, so I'm not using it. But otherwise, you can use that whatever you want. Just be sure that everything you put on your face, make sure to set it so it's not like dripping off. Like you saw, I put powder and foundation on my primer, so it doesn't like drip after. Like if I get sweaty or hot or something, it won't get messed up. So next up is my blush, and I'm using CoverGirl's. This is Cheekers in Classic Pink or 110. So this is the one. You open it up so you can see it better. And let it focus, and that's it. Actually, that's the pink. It's a nice rosy pink, like a very, very delicate, just pinky pink. And I actually forgot to bring my blush brush, so I'm going to use my applicator as well and dab it on. I'm not going to like rub it in because I'm just going to dab it on and then dab it on my cheeks in an upward motion. I have really big cheeks, so for me, blush works really well on the apples of my cheek all the way to my hairline because I need to make my face skinnier. That's what I'm trying to work with here. So then the blush, more in upwards motion. You can see that on the camera, that's good. And then now we're going to do the other side. Just tapping it. Yeah, tap, tap, tap. All the way to the top. I think I put a little too much on my left side. Let me check my actual mirror because I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. Always put a little bit down the nose. Just because I don't even know why. My mom taught me that. I never really asked. I just did. My mama told me. Next, we're gonna have our eyes. So I'm gonna need my mirror. And this is gonna be kind of tricky to do on camera. this eyeliner. So let me just try to get a little bit closer. Boop. A little bit more down. And I'm going to gently, I always do a cat eye. If you know how to do a cat eye, you can just kind of, you can feel free to fast forward this part. If you don't, I'll try and teach you. Let me see if I can show the camera. I'm going to start with a very thin line from 1/3, like 1/3 of my eye on the inside corner. It's going to stay blank, no black eyeliner. And then the 2/3, you're going to line just like that. Before I move on, this is, Jordana's Fabuliner Liquid Eyeliner in 01 Black. Jordana Fabuliner Liquid Eyeliner in black. The liquid felt tip eyeliner. You can see the tip of my forehead. And then now to make your cat eye, that's what you're going to do. You're going to, from the corner of your eye, you're going to bring a line upwards, just like that. You know, the length you want your cat eye-ness to be. And then from where you ended, you're going to drag your line back to your eye. Just like that. And then once you do that, you're going to fill the whole thing in. Actually, I'll do this over here so you can't really see. I'm just going to fill it all in. Ta-da! There you have your awesome cat eye. If you didn't know how to do it, and if you do know how to do it and you probably just did it another way, here's a different way to do it if you didn't know. I'm just gonna actually do my other eye real quick. If it's not for the camera, I could actually do it kind of faster. See? Cat eye. Cat eye. I'm going to put the lid back on that. And then for a highlight, I actually use eyeliner, a combination of eyeliner with eyeshadow. So I'm going to use an SXY by Unforgettable Moments, and I got this at Payless Shoe Source, if you guys have that store, I don't know. SXY, you can't see any more details, but it's a double-sided pencil, as you can see. It's a dark green on this side, a very pretty light green on this one. And the light green is obviously the one I use. So with that light green side, hold on, I have to sharpen it. Forgot to do that. So I'm sharpening it real quick. It's easy because the lid is a sharpener. So let me show you. The lid is a sharpener, so that's good. And then I can do that on the camera, I think. And that 1/3 of eye that you left blank, I'm just gonna put my green eyeliner on there, on the top and on the corner, on the bottom, and then on my waterline as well. And like I said, it takes a bit of a while, but I missed the outside corner. Do the top corner, inner corner, waterline. And we've got that down so far. Really cute, huh? Okay. Next, we're almost done. We just have mascara, eyeshadow, and then a quick lip gloss. So the mascaras that I use is this Hard Candy. I have no idea the name of this because the paper, you know, with the label faded or I ripped it off. I cannot remember what happened to it. The point is, this is Hard Candy. I know it is. And it's After Hours, or number 237. 237. And then just going to apply that on my lashes now. I actually don't use the brush it comes with. The brush that I'm using, let me try and show you, is like fans. You see it? It looks kind of like a bunch of fan thingies. And the brush is actually by Avon from their Drama mascara. But I ran out of my Drama mascara, the actual formula. But I love this brush, so I had a brand new Heart Candy, so I was like, I'll just use the same stick, you know? It really doesn't matter if it's not the same brand, and I got some on my cheek. But that's okay. That's why I always keep foundation around to cover up my mistakes. You can't see because the light is very white, but now you can kind of see the I just made that worse. Foundation. I'll probably edit this out. If I can't, sorry. And then on top of that green shadow that I did, I'm going to take a CoverGirl brush with some LA Colors eyeshadow and just putting some white on there. White on top of my green, just to make that my highlight. Make it really pop and really pretty. Almost done. So I'm gonna move back now. As you can see this. I don't know if I move back, if you can see me better. Can you see me better? Maybe not. Sorry. Kind of a dorky weirdo. But that's what makes life interesting. Being weird. My mirror now. I'm gonna show you. This is the palette I'm using. The sun just got worse. It's my LA Colors. Maybe if I put it down here. Ooh, back here you can see it. My LA Colors eye palette. LA Colors, that's a dollar store brand. This is $1. I'm not ashamed to admit it. It's okay because it works great. And I use this color up here. This is almost empty, but there was white in there sometime. And then for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this one. It's kind of like a goldy, browny, typey kind of colory. It's kind of, I would describe it as a gold, but it kind of has kind of green undertones. And I'm gonna use this orange one right here, which is kind of a coppery. It looks very orange on camera, but it's kind of like a copper, and that's the color of my hair. And I use that to line my brows. Let me get my mirror. Because my eyebrows kind of are like a tone darker than my hair, so I like applying this one on because it kind of brings them down the tone, the proper tone of my hair. So do that really quick. Oh, and when I'm done, I'll tell you. Well, I'll tell you right now. This brush that I'm using is obviously a brow brush, and this is a Sonia Kashuk brush, and this is a number 10. If you're interested in, if you're wondering what it is, or if you're interested in purchasing it, you know, by all means, do your own thing. But that's the brush that I'm using. It's very small. It's an angled brush. Or yeah, I'm using my head as background. See, you can still see that what I messed up there, but I will clean that up. Don't you worry. And I'm gonna take that goldy color, put it all over my lid, avoiding the inside corner and not going any higher than my crease. I'm gonna stop right, like if I open my eyes, you can see I can open my eyes and you can see a little bit of eyeshadow right here. That's as far as I can go. I'm not gonna go in the corner or further than the wing of my cat eye. There are limits to eyeshadow. Follow them. This brush might be kind of hard to tell you. My mom got this set for me for Christmas. It's like zebra print, hot pink. They're so cute. And I think they're Markwins. If you have a Walmart, that's very not a popular brand, but it's a common brand. Like for our holiday stuff, it's usually Markwins makeup, Markwins brushes. So these are Markwins, and I got them for Christmas. They're like a 7-piece kit for $5. I looked it up. Mama can't hide prices for me. So, but probably you won't be able to get them right now because there were a Christmas like sale special thing. But you can try. Look them up on Google, maybe. Amazon might have them. Amazon usually has most things in this world, so you might get lucky. So for the corner, I'm going to use these. It's not even black. It's kind of like a gunmetal gray. Like very dark. It's this one right here. It almost looks black, but it's not really. It's more gray than black. I'm going to use that for the corner. My outside corner. What I do is I have a nice flat brush like this. See, it's very flat. I just make like a wing look. I'm gonna do like a V in my eye. Look at what I'm doing. I'm making like a flick with my eyeshadow. See that? So then my eye looks longer and higher. I have very little round eyes. So they look really little and small. So to make them look bigger, I do that highlight in the center and I use a clear liner at the bottom, and by flicking them out like this, I make them look, like I just said, elongated and much bigger. And do the same thing on the opposite side, a little bit of gunmetal gray or black. You can use black if you're more comfortable. I love using black, but it's not. I try not to use it every single night because it makes my eyes smaller. So I use the closest substitute, which is my gunmetal gray, because it's almost black, but not really hitting that black note. It's just almost there. I'm going to take some white eyeshadow and make my highlight on my brow bone. Same thing on the other side. And the last thing I'm going to do, that was all, you saw what I did? My eyeshadow and my highlight and my brow powder all came from one awesome palette. That's how you reduce, reuse, recycle. No, I'm just kidding. But that's a good idea to try to have one palette that does everything. It's always good. And this also faded. This is a Jordana lip gloss. It's TTYL number 108. So this one, it's a very sheer pink, almost like a baby pink, but just lighter. Has kind of hints of gold in it. You can see on the camera how it looks very shimmery, very goldy. Just put some of that on and I'm good to go. This is my daily makeup routine. I'm going to try and cover up the sun for you. The sun is being mean, so when I'm done with the video, I'm just going to take a couple of pictures and kind of add them to the end so you can kind of see my finished look without the sun hiding it from you. I'm sorry that the sun is being mean today, but that is my look. I hope you guys like. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry if the video ends up being too long and I can't edit it. I'm brand new. This is kind of my first video, so I hope it turns out well. So give me a thumbs up if you like it. You know, if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below or to my left if you're using an iPad. Yeah, so that's about it. Thank you so much for watching.